I'm joined in the studio by a very special guest, Mr. Josh Taerk. He's a musician and songwriter from Toronto in Canada. Thanks for coming along today, Josh.
Hey, thank you very much for having me, David.
Now, Josh, you're a young chap. You're only 20 years old with an amazing list of accomplishments already. Where did it all begin?
Well, thank you very much. It really began when I was training to become a camp counselor, summer camp. And right before one of the other sessions started, I was kind of fooling around with my guitar. And a pretty young trainee walks over to me and says, "What are you playing?" And I said, "Oh, it's Oasis. It's Wonderwall. You know, it's one of the songs I was learning in my lessons that week." She says, "Well, I won't be able to understand the song unless you sing it." At that point, I had no dreams of singing. My vision was to be the next Slash. But again, she was really pretty, so I obliged. And when I was done, she kind of looked at me and said, "I didn't know you were a singer." And I just said, "Neither did I." That's kind of where it started.
I believe these days you write all your own material. Where do you get the inspiration from?
A lot of the inspiration is drawn from personal experience or experiences that the people really close to me have gone through. I've always felt really strongly that I want to write stories about life, stories that people can connect to.
Again, I'm going back to your age here. You're a young chap. You've worked with some pretty big names already. Who would you say has had the biggest impact on what you do?
I would definitely say that my producer, Terry Brown, has been a wonderful influence and an incredible mentor in the way that he approaches his work with the most unbelievable enthusiasm. He loves what he's doing and brings that energy to his producing. And so it's been a wonderful way for me to see the music industry, and something that I try and bring to bear on my live shows and my recordings is that it's what I love to do, and I hope that comes across. Another huge influence for me has been Max Weinberg. He's the drummer for Bruce Springsteen in the E Street Band. Not only because he's a phenomenal player and just one of the best drummers I've seen, he's also a phenomenal person, and he hasn't let any of his experiences make him jaded in his perception of life and how he deals with people. And that's been an incredible thing for me to watch, because here's the mighty Max Weinberg, and he's such an unbelievable person and incredibly down to earth. And so that's also something that I've taken on, try to perpetuate as I go through.
On to something slightly different. I know Canada has an amazing music scene, especially live music. People really seem to appreciate what they hear. How does that make you feel after a performance?
There is nothing like connecting with an audience and really getting the feeling that somebody out there in the audience is understanding what you're saying and is really enjoying it. It's something that I always say is that I love being a musician and I love being a songwriter, but definitely the most fun part about it is the live show. I love that experience of being able to connect with a group of people and sharing in that experience with them.
As they stand just now, how would you rate the British music charts against what's going on in Canada just now?
I would say that the two of them are fairly similar in what's considered popular in the top of the charts. As far as the scenes go, they're both unbelievable scenes for live music. Canada is very supportive of young artists and live artists, and has a bunch of government-funded services that help artists like myself and other indie artists who are starting out get a foot in the door. But my experience in the UK has been absolutely phenomenal. The audiences and the people here seem really receptive to live music, and I get such an energy boost getting up on stage and playing for people. Glenn Roth's last night was a show we did. It was the first show that I did on this leg of the Soldiers tour, and the audience was just spectacular. It was such an amazing feeling being up there. So I'm definitely looking forward to doing more shows.
Josh, would you be prepared to play a live track for us just now?
Absolutely, I'd love it.
Yeah. What do you want to play, and what's it all about?
This track was the first single that we released in the UK, actually. It's called Start Again. And I wrote it in my first year of university. And it's about living life to the fullest. It's also about how I'd often find myself waking up on Sunday mornings, trying to remember just how much of life I'd actually lived the night before. But most importantly, it's about remembering that no matter what life throws at you, you can always pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start again. Racing for the exits, trying to grab what I can't reach, searching for some means to meet the end, but missing everything that comes between. Looking out for angels, hoping for someone to bring me peace. Searching everywhere for my salvation, everywhere except in me. And the one thing that I've learned is life's not always full of pain. Saturdays are shit shows, can sometimes lead to shame. Just 'cause you feel broken doesn't mean you'll stay that way. Sundays break the skyline. You can start your life again. When their eyes begin to linger, they just wanna see you melt. But who cares how they see you? 'Cause life's about how you see yourself. And the one thing that I've learned is life's not always full of pain. Saturdays are shit shows, can sometimes lead to shame. But just 'cause you feel broken doesn't mean you'll stay that way. Sundays break the skyline. You can start your life again. Start your life again. You can start your life again. You can start your life again. Keep pushing a little longer, 'cause in the end you'll be stronger. Hold on to your dreams, start basking and believe. Feel more like yourself. Keep pushing a little longer, 'cause in the end you'll be stronger. Hold on to your dreams, stop asking and believe. You feel more like yourself.
Josh Taerk on Radio West Fife. Genius. This is the first word that springs to mind. Absolutely fantastic. You looked like you were having a great time when you were playing that there. You really do enjoy your music in a big way, don't you?
Oh, well, thank you. It's something I love to do. It's that driving force, and it always has been for me. It's the one thing that keeps me going, and I'm glad that it comes across, because I've been influenced by guys like Bruce Springsteen and guys like Adam Duritz from the Counting Crows. And the one thing that always strikes me about them is the passion and excitement and energy that they bring on stage. They empty the tank every time, and it's something that I definitely aspire to do in my live performance. So thank you.
You're very welcome. You're in the middle of a fairly extensive UK tour just now. What made you choose the UK?
We started working with a PR group not too long ago. I was introduced to them through my producer, Terry Brown. And we just got a tremendous response from the initial tests that we did with the album and the gigs that we played. We were down here in November of last year. And just the reception that we got and the feeling that we had about the reaction towards the album and the songs was tremendous. And I have to say that the guys at Quite Great Promotions have done a phenomenal job of setting up these wonderful opportunities for me, especially being an artist coming over from Canada and being fairly new to the music scene over here. So it's been a wonderful experience.
You're playing up in Perth tonight, yeah?
Yes.
Yep. What are the chances of getting tickets at the last minute? Is that pretty slim, or is that one sold
there
out?
There are still a few tickets left. The shows are booking up really fast, though. We had a wonderful time last night in Glenrothes, and the place was packed. Unbelievable.
You have an album available just now online, Never Look Back.
I do.
How did that all come about, and how long did it take you to actually put this together?
It took me and Terry about a year and a half, 2 years, to actually get all 11 songs done and recorded in the way that we wanted them. That album was a really interesting one because I went into the relationship with Terry without really thinking about recording song or writing songs for an album, let alone recording them. It was just a way for me to express my perceptions of life and express some of the things that I felt were really important and experiences that I've had and other people around me have had. And so the fact that I was able to then take it and get the opportunity to record a full record with someone as phenomenal and accomplished as Terry was an unbelievable experience in itself.
Where can people lay their hands on a copy of this album?
We sell them. They're on iTunes and Amazon and all of those phenomenal electronic sites. But if you want a hard copy, I do have a website, which is www.joshtaerk.com. And we have an e-store on the site that you can actually buy hard copies of the record, which includes the artwork and the lyric sheets, which are always great. And if you're coming out to any of the shows, we're doing Perth tonight and Motherwell tomorrow. We also sell copies of them for £10 during intermission and any time really throughout the show.
Good stuff. What are your plans for the future, Josh? And indeed, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
You know, I'm a firm believer that everyone has a passion for something, and that passion is there for a reason. My passion has always been music, and so I'm definitely planning on pursuing this as a means to express what I love to do and tell the stories that I feel are really special and important to me, and hope that somewhere along the lines there's somebody out there that connects with them in a way that helps them or makes them feel like that song is meant for them.
You're obviously a very talented guy. What's the best way to keep up to date with what you're doing?
You can never learn too much about what it is that you love doing. I'm a firm believer in the 10,000 hours theory, that it takes 10,000 hours to do anything really well. You know, I do vocal sessions every now and again, constantly learning new ways to sing, and guitar lessons every now and again, learning new ways to play different styles, different chords, because it's all contributing to the same inspirational field. And so my best advice for anybody out there that's aspiring to be a musician or really aspiring to do anything that really drives them is learn as much as you can about it and keep learning, because that's really what life is all about.
Well, Josh, thanks for taking the time to chat to us at Radio West Fife today. Any chance you could play one more track for us?
Absolutely. This is a song about that first love, and that really pure and innocent love. But it's also a song about a love that could never be. It's called Casey. Thank you very much for having me. Hey Casey, how you been? Talking with secret messages, sitting by the campfire, watching the way you come to life. When we joke around, your voice is the only sound, sweetens my heart and my ears, hoping the time could stop right here. Baby, don't give up on me. We'll be together one day, feeling each other, you'll see, in the eye of the pouring rain. Listen, Casey, you need to know just how much my love for you grows. Every time I'm with you, every time you're near, give me that smile and I could die right there. Everybody thinks we're doing wrong, 'cause my friends, you did it, still haven't moved on. Well, Casey, if this was wrong from the start, there's no way I'm changing my sinful heart. Baby, don't give up on me. We'll be together one day, feeling each other, you'll see, in the eye of the pouring rain. Casey, please wait for me. Baby, baby, don't give up the fight. If I could choose my fate, we'd be together tonight. Casey, don't cry, my sweet. I know our time hasn't come just yet, but I'll keep scaling these walls, 'cause you're my Juliet. In case I know it's hard to stay so close and have to be so far, put on a smile with a broken heart, feeling you while we're 3,000 miles apart. In case you gotta know my love is true, and all I wanna do is lie next to you. Your heart beating when we're apart, but you finished the race before I could start. Casey, please wait for me. Baby, baby, don't give up the fight. If I could choose my fate, we'd be together tonight. Casey, don't cry, my sweet. I know our time hasn't come just yet, but I'll keep scaling these walls, 'cause you're my Juliet.